Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to our PES 2021 Master League with Olympique Lyon as we look to take control of France, which sounds slightly problematic when you put it in those terms, but purely in the realms of football, and I don't mean take control in the Calciopoli Italian sort of way. Oh, this is a good start. I'm not going to get in trouble at all. No, not at all. As you can see from the league table, we sit we sit second on the same number of points as Montpellier. 3 wins out of 3. Of course, in the last episode you saw our 1-0 victory over newly promoted Lyon. Yes, I'm still going to carry on with the over-pronunciation. Deal with it. But since then we have played 3 games off camera, we've played 2 league games and 1 Europa League game, and this is how we got on. We begin our little 3-game recap away against Nîmes, our first away game of the season, and my god, it was boring. If you wanted more excitement, just, I don't know, count your feet or something, because this is not the game for you, as it took about to the 60-minute mark for the first real chance of the game. It came to our opponents. And there's a shot over the bar from Memphis Depay. That's the best chance we had up until the 90th minute, where some nice interplay between Karl Toko Ekambi and Moussa Dembele finally puts it away and gives us the lead. Right at the end of the game, we've really struggled so far this year. We do get the 1-0 win, much like the first game of the season against newly promoted Lyon, but it's not been convincing. Especially going into the 2 games today, we really need to step up our performances. We look to do that in our first Europa League game against Hibernian. Again, didn't think we were in the Europa League because we shouldn't be, but there you go, it's a thing that's happening, so we might as well try and win the bloody thing as Toko Ekambi gets the shot away and Kadewere I can't pronounce his name, I'm very sorry, gets the ball across. Although it was Hibs who would take the lead in this game, Gullen gets the shot away, and it's past Julian Pollersbeck. We did play a heavily rotated side in this game because I figured it's Hibernian. Why wouldn't you? And it looked like it was going to bite us in the arse as Hibernian took the lead until just a few minutes later, where Kadewere just absolutely takes the piss. Possible goal of the tournament contender there in the opening game, in the opening round of fixtures. Fantastic. Bard just about keeps it in, gets it across. Kadewere gets there ahead of the keeper, stops it. Keeper goes down. His own defender trips over him, falls on his arse, and Kadewere just backheels it into the back of the net. He's made everyone look an absolute dick, and that I can absolutely get behind that. And right from the kickoff, pretty much, we go back down the other end. And we take the lead. 2 goals in as many minutes, if that, and we go from a goal down to 2-1 up, which is good. It's the best this was definitely the best performance of the season thus far, as we had another chance. The header goes just wide, and that is how it would finish, by 2 goals to 1. It was our best performance of the season, although it was still nowhere near as convincing as we need it to be. And there is the Europa League. Our group in the Europa League after the first round of games. We sit second, level on points, with Ghent at the top of the table. Into the final game of this recap against Stade de Reims. I don't know, it's a French team, as we take the lead through Moussa Dembele. But once again, look at the time on the clock. Look how long it's taken us to break the deadlock. A team of our quality should be doing significantly better than this. This ball comes across. That's a great save from Anthony Lopez, using his lovely face to get in the way. And that is how it would finish. 1-0, another 1-0 win, 3 1-0 wins in the league. Not the kind of form that we would expect, not the kind of performances we would expect out of ourselves. But we're getting the wins, so it's kind of a catch-22 really. But as long as we win, that's the main thing. But I'd like to win in more convincing style. There is the Ligue 1 table. It's us and Montpellier top with perfect records, with Bordeaux in 3rd. So there we go, not the most convincing of performances, but we are unbeaten thus far this season. All wins, is all good. Although I would prefer if we were playing significantly better than we are, because we're going to have to, especially in our first of 2 games today. The first game will be against PSG away in a huge title decider, even though it's very early on in the season. And then we are at home to Monaco, who have the potential to rise back to former glories of a few years ago. So both of these games will be incredibly difficult, and will give us a marker as to where we are in regards to chasing down a league title. However, before we get into the 2 games today, there's a little bit of housekeeping. As you can see, our salary budget has gone down a little bit from last episode. That is because we have extended a few contracts. We have extended Memphis Depay's contract. It was up at the end of the season, I think, so we have extended that. He will now be with us until 2026. There was also someone else's contract we extended. I can't quite remember. I think it was Marcelo, if I remember rightly. I think it was. Which is, 77 rated. He's fine. He'll do even as a backup as to when we bring someone else in. But that is why our salary budget's down a little bit. I felt like we had to renew, especially Memphis's contract. We had to extend that, and we have. So that's all jolly good. As well as that, we have added a couple of players to our shortlist, thanks to your lovely suggestions that you left in the previous episode. Christopher Ayer, this is just a lad that I added because I'm a big fan of this lad and feel like a big move is coming his way soon. 22 years old centre back, can play centre half, defensive midfield and right back. Good versatility. He's a big unit. He's part of this young golden generation of Norwegian talent. As well as this chap, Mikel Merino, formerly of my club, Newcastle United, has made a big impression. Made a big impression while he was there, and has made a big impression since leaving. Currently at Real Sociedad. Like I said, he can play defensive midfield, and he's a little bit more expensive, but he's 82 rated, 24 years old, so he'd be here pretty much for the long term if we did sign him. So thank you very much for the suggestion. Continue to leave your suggestions in the comment section below, because as we said, we will not be making any transfers until January, and I'd like to build up as comprehensive a shortlist as possible. However, that is for the future. As for the now, we have the biggest game of our season so far against reigning champions Paris Saint-Germain. The whole point that we've chosen Lyon is to knock this team off their perch at the top of French football, and if we get a result here, it will be a good way to going to achieving that feat. They of course lost their first game of the season, so we have an advantage on them already. So any further advantage we can get will be most good. Most good. There you go. I can't do grammar and ting, but either way, here we go. What's the PSG lineup? Is Navas in goal, of Kimpembe, Kerr, Bernat, Florenzi, with Marquinhos, Gay, Neymar, Draxler, Icardi, and Kylian Mbappe. That's quite worrying, if truth be told. We've gone with our usual starting lineup, our strongest lineup. Hopefully, if we can get, we're away in Paris at the the Parc de France is what I'm trying to say. So a victory there. If we can get any sort of result, as long as we can take points off them, I'll be happy. But we need to step up our performances. I mean, like I said, we've been getting wins. The performances have not been brilliant. So if there's ever a chance to step up, now is the time. A packed Parc de France plays host to this huge game. 2 of the biggest clubs in the country. I'm sure is this Le Classique? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Maybe. There's definitely a name for it, but I can't remember it because I'm an ignorant buffoon who didn't do his research beforehand. Either way, if it has a name or not, it's a big game, is what it bloody well is, and it's a game that we need to establish our dominance in early on, lay down a marker, and make our intentions clear for the rest of the season, and send out what we can. If we can beat PSG, there's no reason why we can't beat everyone else in this league. So, like I say, and any advantage we can get on them is going to be crucial as we look to take the title and bring some glory back to Lyon. Marquinhos, that's a fabulous ball out wide for Florenzi. There's the header. There's the save from Lopez. We've been completely caught napping, and it's our captain from last year, Alessandro Florenzi, nearly providing the assist to put us a goal down, but thankfully Anthony Lopez is there to deny Kylian Mbappe. Florenzi. Paqueta's been completely done. There's Neymar. Looks for Icardi. It's not the best of first touches from Icardi, but he still managed to get the shot away. And Lopez again has to make the save to bail us out. We have a corner. It'll be Memphis to deliver it. And it comes. It's in towards corner. It's headed away. Comes to Thiago Mendes. Good grief. Well, a very dull and drab game could have been lit up by something absolutely spectacular from Thiago Mendes. That's unlucky. Sarabia. Look at the space for Bernat. Back inside for Sarabia. Neymar. It comes to Florenzi. It's Di Maria. Back to Marco Verratti to strike it. And it's taken a deflection and gone over the bar. 10 minutes to play, and PSG are putting on a huge amount of pressure here. Neymar with the corner. In towards Marquinhos. We haven't cleared it. And Lopez has to make the save again. It's a very poor clearance. Marquinhos shoots, and Marquinhos has scored. It's Tylo Kerrer, I should say. Well, that's even more impressive then. It's been coming. You have to say it's been coming. We have been absolutely outplayed. There's the chance to clear. The clearance is absolutely atrocious. Kerrer takes it down, and no one on him at all. And he just runs through and blasts it into the back of the net. And PSG have a deserved lead, but it's our own downfall. It's our own mistake that has led to the goal. And now we have 8 minutes to find an equaliser in a game that we've created no chances in. Into the final minute. Thus far this season we've been the king of the late goal. We need one now more than ever. That's a terrible pass. Terrible pass, and now Mbappe is going to give it to Di Maria. It's going to go back to Mbappe. Is he going to reach it? Just cut out by Dubois. Now this is the last chance of the game. If we're going to get something, it has to be now. Great ball out wide for Cherki. Ryan Cherki gets it across. It's too close to Keylor Navas, and that is going to do it. PSG are going to inflict our first defeat of the season. And truth be told, they deserved to win that game. We were absolutely terrible. I don't think we made Keylor Navas make a single save throughout that entire game. So here is the table after the most recent round of fixtures. Montpellier stay top with 4 wins out of 4. So they sit 2 points clear of Brest in second, Bordeaux in third, PSG in fourth, and we drop down to fifth. This league table is very strange. Who's down the bottom? Nîmes, Stade de Reims and Angers, and Monaco sits 17th. Our opponents for the next game, Monaco sit in 17th. But we'll not worry about that for the minute because it's Montpellier. It's the surprise package. I believe, when did they win the title? 2010? Was it when they won the title most recently? So there you are. Montpellier top, Brestois in second, and Bordeaux in third. So as disappointing as that PSG game was, we can't afford to slip up any further. We need to bounce back immediately in the second and final game of this episode against AS Monaco, who of course took up the mantle of being the new kids on the block a few seasons ago, but that's when they had the likes of Kylian Mbappe. But it's a much changed side now, but they still have huge quality with the likes of Kevin Volland, Wassim Ben Yedder, Fabregas, Onyekuru, all those sorts of lads. Whereas we've made a few changes to our starting lineup. Bruno Guimaraes comes in to partner with Hussam Aouar in centre midfield, and Ryan Cherki gets a start in the attacking midfield role. And Kadewere, which is how I'm pronouncing it, it's probably wrong. He's going to get a start ahead of Moussa Dembele, who's really not shot as much as I would have thought he would have, or would have liked him to, at the start of this season. So a couple of changes, but hopefully that will bring around a change in fortunes. As we go into this game against Monaco, we need to win to keep pace with Montpellier of all teams. Back at home, in front of our own fans, I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but either way, we need to get back to winning ways. Our unbeaten streak at the start of the season was brought to an abrupt end in the last game. There is Ryan Cherki getting his first start of the season in the league. He of course started in the Europa League. Highly rated young prospect. Can he be the one that makes the difference today? And Fabregas plays it out wide for Sidibe. He's got around his man, Sidibe. Here's Volland with the shot and into the side netting. Once again, sloppy, and Monaco are creating the better chances here. Something needs to change, and it needs to change quite dramatically. Yes, Ryan Cherky back doing the dirty work. And now he's going to bring it forward. He's going to thread it through for Kadewere to have a shot, and Lecomte has been brought into action for the first time really in this game. But Ryan Cherky, really impressive, drops deep to make the tackle and just runs forward. He's going to push this forward. Now Memphis. Kadewere looks to spin and find Cornet. That's really nice. It's Maxwell Cornet! And Lecomte is there to deny him, but we're making chances now. Golovin. Onyekuru. Georges continues his run. Looks to get it across. He does get it across. Denier has to cut it out. And now we look to be on our way here. Paqueta. Bruno Guimaraes. Looks for Memphis in the middle. Finds Memphis. Memphis shoots. And Memphis has hit the side netting. Sidibe looks to get it across. And it's on Onyekuru. And Monaco take the lead. Lopez kicks the post in frustration. And rightfully he should. It's their first real big chance of the game. And Onyekuru heads it in. And I am very, very angry. Look at this. No one on Sidibe to get the cross in. And what is Paqueta doing? In a game where we have struggled to create anything, we now have to score 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Kakere. Paqueta. It's Bruno Guimaraes from the edge of the area. The shot's blocked. It's going to come to Dubois. He's going to reach it. He does. Dubois, can he get the ball in? He can, in towards Memphis. It's headed away. Guimaraes looks to head it back in. Comes to Paqueta. Looks to fire a shot away. He does, and he's fired it wide. And that's going to be the last chance of the game for us. We're going to lose our second game in a row. Is there one final chance for us in this game? Paqueta to Bruno Guimaraes. Marcelo. It's hit the heels. There's the shot coming in from Guimaraes. And Lecomte gathers. Lecomte clears. And the ref blows the final whistle. And we have lost our second game in a row to a side who have had a terrible start to the season. Our football has been shocking. We haven't been able to put a cohesive performance together since the start of the season. Something needs to change. So there you go. After that, we dropped to 6th in the table. We are 6 points behind Montpellier, who for some reason are absolutely running away with this league. PSG move up into 2nd. Bordeaux stay 3rd. We drop to 6th. That's an appalling start to the season. It's an appalling run of form after such a good start to the season, is what I should say. 3 wins in a row, and then we've lost 2 on the spin. But now we're 6 points behind Montpellier. We're 4 points behind PSG. Something needs to change, and it needs to change quickly and dramatically here. I'm just having a look through the schedule here. Quite a few games. There's a big break. Clermont, is that in the Cup? I think, yeah, it's in the French Cup, and then we have a couple of Europa League games. So what I think we'll do is we'll play all of these. So Besiktas, Brest, Clermont, Ghent, Bordeaux. We'll come back for the Montpellier game if they are still top of the table. So we'll come back for that, and we'll come back for Lorient as well. So it'll be these 2 games because I'd like to get through the seasons a lot quicker than we have in previous Master League series. But Montpellier are top of the table, so we'll come back for that. We'll come back for the Lorient game as well. But that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I know it wasn't the best in terms of quality. Believe me, I'm as angry and as annoyed as you all are. I want this to be a save where we play really nice football, score lots of goals, and be generally very entertaining. But the only entertainment value there is to have at the minute is for you to see a grown man having a mental breakdown, which I assume, has some sort of quality to it. But if you did enjoy this video, however, and you would like to support the channel, do hit that like button, do hit that subscribe button. We do greatly appreciate it. We appreciate all the support in the past, and we will appreciate all the support going forward. Remember to also click the bell icon so you're notified of when we make new videos of the Master League and various other stuff. There's loads of stuff on the channel for you to have a look at to pass the time. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next one.